there are two sides of the wall, the inside and the outside of the wall. Okay, the inside of the wall is formulated by Wittgenstein in an artificial manner, and he tries to describe everything within the wall with the help of propositions within the structure of facts, picture, theory of meaning, in the sense of to be the case and not to be the case. And in this context, Wittgenstein claims that the outside of the world cannot be put into language, so it is nonsensical, mysticism, okay, all those, yeah, okay. So in this sense, from this point of view, Wittgenstein is pessimistic about religion. This is one important. Now, the important submission is that how does Wittgenstein actually retain his pessimistic approach even in his philosophical investigations? There is a debate. Somebody is saying that no, Wittgenstein is optimistic about religion, but somebody others, some Wittgensteinian critics would say that no, he is a pessimistic. He maintains consistency. And one thing which I would like to address before this August gathering, that many would say that there are some inconsistency in Wittgenstein philosophical thinking or linguistic methods and so on and so forth. But my observation as a student of Wittgenstein's reader is that Wittgenstein absolutely maintained consistency from Tacitus, then philosophical investigations, and then cultures and value and certainty and whatever it is. This is one of the observation. Now the point is that you have rightly pointed out that particularly in philosophical investigation, did Wittgenstein maintain his pessimism or he turned into optimism? Initially, I think that he was pessimistic, but gradually he turned into optimistic standpoint. Okay, so now I tell you in what sense it is pessimistic. Again, Wittgenstein says that actually he tries to understand everything within the domain of language. This is one of the innovative expression of Wittgenstein. Nobody, if you go to antiquity down to Plato, Aristotle, Kant, and whatever it may be, nobody is talking to understand religion within the paradigm of language or whatever it may be. This is the genesis of Wittgenstein understanding of religion. So I would like to say, whenever you are talking about religion, you should talk or try to understand it within the paradigm of language or the grammar or the essence of language. Okay. Now, Wittgenstein pessimistic in the sense Wittgenstein is very careful to discuss about religion. Okay. Religion is not a sort of discussion that we can discuss in the open forum of the common people, and in this sense is pessimistic. Okay. We need a certain honest religious thinker, having deep understanding, deep civilization. Okay. And he was also very careful about the cultural decline. He was influenced by Springer. Okay. So misuse of language. That is, we are talking about the misuse of language. So misuse of language is nothing but the misuse of grammar. And misuse of grammar is nothing but the misuse of our essence or whatever it may be. And it is due to the civilization or cultural civilization, and science is responsible for that. I agree with you. So he is gradually turning into, that is the domain of optimism from his pessimism. This is how actually I read his program.
Sir, I seek a clarification that when he claims that a honest religious person is like a tightrope walker, and seems that he is walking on nothing but air, and he takes a very slenderest support. So, sir, my query is that suppose if I don't need the support, then what will happen? And why this type of slenderest support is required to be an honest religious person?
Okay, thank you. Actually, okay, Wittgenstein is not doing religious epistemology. Because there is no need for justification or query or raising questions or answer or whatever it may be. He does not believe in God, but he was talking so much about God. Now my humble submission is that if you do not believe in God, if God does not denote any objects whatsoever, okay, then why are you uttering or naming something in terms of God and saying so much about God? In this regard, Wittgenstein says that he was a Christian. He went to church, okay, prayer there, like other family members and the fellow community. And Wittgenstein actually was wondering, that is, if somebody is guessing that I am going to church, praying with my parents, community and members and so on and so forth. Okay, this does not make sense to say that I am the believer of the existence of God. Okay, I am going to the church just simply because my society, community members are doing that. Okay, now the question is that if God does not exist, what actually compels Wittgenstein to say something about God or always is remembering God. Wittgenstein clearly stated that even though God does not exist, but if I remember God in such and such manner, in the customs of Prof, whatever it may be, I feel absolutely safety and happy. Okay, and it bears a meaning, okay, to the meaning of life, or it helps to determine the meaning of life, it helps to determine the value of the world. Okay, there is no God. If there is any God, it is embedded in language. Okay, so besides language, besides the grammar or the essence of grammar, there is no independent existence of God. This is his view. Okay, so we remember God, we talk about God simply because we feel it is an attitude. It is an attitude, it is a customs, it is a way of life, okay, and nothing else. Okay, so Wittgenstein actually admits deterministic way, that is the connotative assertion of God. Maybe there is some denotative, denotative assertion of God, maybe there are some connotational descriptive content of God, but this is all about the integral part of language and nothing else. Okay, so safety and security, feel good, that is determine the meaning of life in some sense or other, actually provoked Wittgenstein to talk about God.